So the last Snare Saturday series video, I showed you a snare drum that I'm pretty sure is going to become a collectible. Well, in this video, I am going to show you one that is a collectible. It's also part of the same Ludwig Heirloom series. What's going on, everybody? Nick Costa here, and in this video I am going to be showing you the Ludwig 1/10th Anniversary Heirloom Brass Snare Drum. This drum was designed as a spin-off from the Heirloom Brass Snare Drum to commemorate Ludwig's 110th anniversary. Now before we dive into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. That way you're notified of any additional content that I upload to the channel. So if you're unfamiliar with the Ludwig Heirloom series, there was actually two different shells. One was a stainless steel, and the other one was brass. Now both shells were 1mm thick, and both offered in a 5.5 by 14 and 7 by 14 shell configuration. Now regardless of the shell configuration that you picked, all of the drums came with 10 flat imperial lugs and the upgraded Ludwig P88 throw-off. Now shortly after Ludwig released the Heirloom series snare drums, they then had their 110th anniversary. To commemorate this milestone, they released a few different snare drums, one of which was the Heirloom Brass Snare Drum. So what they did is they took the Heirloom Brass shell, put a black finish on it, and outfitted the drum with gold hardware. Take it one step further, rather than having triple flanged hoops like the Heirloom snares, the 1/10th anniversary had die-cast hoops. Once again, they offered this in both a 5.5 by 14 and a 7 by 14 configuration. And unlike the stainless steel model, where I like the smaller shell, the 5.5 by 14, for the 1/10th anniversary, I ended up going with the 7 by 14. Now, like every other Heirloom snare drum, this does have the laser etched design in the middle of the shell that has both Ludwig's keystone and script logos. Now, because this is a 1/10th anniversary drum, it has a specific badge to commemorate that anniversary. The drum also came with a really cool snare bag to commemorate the 1/10th anniversary that's either leather or maybe faux leather, as well as that stereotypical sheep fur interior so it's nice and cushioned. Finally, you received a certificate of authenticity to commemorate that the drum is a limited edition drum to commemorate their 1/10th anniversary. Now, because this is a 1mm thick shell and it does have die-cast hoops, that does help give you a little bit more of a direct sound. So rather than putting a controlled sound or a CS dot head on this drum, I put a Remo-coated Ambassador X just to try and keep it as open as possible. Alright, so now it's time to get down to the demo. And just like every other demo video that I release, I'm going to play this drum through a few different tunings so you can hear what it sounds like. So, enough of me talking, let's dive into the playing. can hear, this drum has a really broad tuning range because it is a brass shell. And because it does have 10 lugs and die-cast hoops, you have a little bit more of a direct sound than you would if it was maybe an 8-lug drum or if it had triple flange hoops on it. Either way, I would love to hear what you think of this drum, so make sure that you leave that in the comment section below, letting me know. And if you have any other additional questions on this drum, you can leave that in the comment section as well, and I'll try to answer them. Finally, if you enjoyed this video, make sure that you give it a big old thumbs up. That way it makes it a little bit easier for others to find it. And now it's time for the shameless plug. If you want to check out any of the earlier videos from the Snare Saturday series, I've put a link to the playlist in the description below. And that is it. Thank you so much for checking out this video on the Ludwig Heirloom 1/10th Anniversary Brass Snare Drum. And until next time, see you later.